any marketer in Nigeria can now go to Dangote directly. And some of them they've gone to him to see him. They've weighed the options. And as for Dangote, he no go lose. He is more ready to go and sell his product in the neighboring countries. They've been doing that anyway for the past 4-5 months. It is pretty much profitable for them to go and sell it in Benin Republic. Go and sell it in Ghana, Mali, Burkina Faso, or Senegal, as far as Senegal. But they still want that Nigeria market. They want a little share. But if Nubu don't corner the whole place for himself, but they won't tell you that today. Then you look at me and say, this Mayegun. This Mayegun is the one that doesn't want Nigeria. This Mayegun is like, you're always happy about bad news about Nigeria. I am not happy. I've got families there too. I've got people there too. And you keep asking yourself, how come it's not working? Because you are believing their lies and you are praying that the lie will become true. It won't. How? How is a lie going to turn to truth? How? It's never going to happen. But when you look critically at what they are actually telling you, you will see the lies in it. It is so boldly there. Today is 7th of October. You tell me. Not be last month, all of them, they talk, say, from January and from October 1st, they will begin to supply and sell crude oil to Dangote in Naira. I'm asking you right now, how much crude oil have they sold to Dangote in Naira now? Do you know it? Do you? Tell me. Come on, tell me. Maybe I haven't seen the information. You share with me. How much now? Because by their own estimate, 400,000 times 5, that is 2 million barrels. So right now, they should have sold a 2.8 million barrel of crude oil to Dangote. Right now. Now I'm asking you, do you have the record that they've given Dangote 2.8 million barrel of crude oil so far? Do you? Before you kind of see me as the problem, somebody will not wish Nigeria well. People will not wish Nigeria well are the ones who are promising you, who are always using their media to lie to you. Then you ask again, say, how come all these things is not? How far now? How far with that thing? They say, with what? How far with the Naira, crude oil sale in Naira? No. Nah, next month. There's some little delay. There's some little delay. We are working on it. I never work on top and before you announce, say, from 1st of October. What happened? You need to pray for Nigeria. It's not easy like that. There are so many cabal in the oil sector. Your government is the cabal. The criminals in your government agency, they are the cabal. But if you ask Dangote now, instead of they speak this Oribruku grammar, will not make any sense. Then you see educated people, supposed educated people, they will be regurgitating that. They will begin to repeat all of that. Listen, Mayegun, you don't understand how this thing works. Let me explain to you. Don't explain to me. Please, keep it to yourself. Do you have the proof that they have given Dangote 2.8 million barrel of crude oil so far? If you have the proof, share with me. I am ready to say sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Yeah, I can say it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I looked everywhere. The news I'm seeing is we will. We will. We will means they will do it. First week of October is gone. Second week start tomorrow. They will, Nani. They will. Ask them how much crude oil they've sold to Dangote so far. 0. So the 1st of October was a lie. So right now, Dangote's refinery's oil is going to be at, I have heard that one, 1,350 naira per liter. I told you that you are going to experience some scarcity this week. It is artificial. You need to first suffer scarcity again. Then they will increase the price. So if you are lucky to see a liter of petroleum for 1,400 naira, you better buy them. But don't stock it at home. You remember that woman? Ojo no koku. Ojaboko for Olúwa ti gbé ẹ lékè òdòmọ là bá ń sìn. Ó epo ó máa jó gíngín ra ènìyàn jẹ́ tẹ̀yìn ra. Eyín wọn ní dẹ́mọ̀. If you see a liter of petroleum for 1,400 naira in the next 2 weeks, you better buy, but don't buy to keep at home. Just buy and stock in your car tank and anything. Because I won't lie to you. Baba, Black Friday market, Laura. Black Friday, you need that cheapy. They finished you. They just haven't explained it to you yet. Let's leave that there, oil, and go to the next one. The next one is that of our son. Okay, hang on. There is actually this lady, Musawa lady, who was also with the Sheung yesterday. They were asking her, how come you were able to get away with this illegality? During the Bokwari's time, your papa will be Afa. See this lady, her father is one of those Afa. The Afas that are always praying for politicians. But the man is so old. So old. Like she is about 90 years old. Very old. And she was sent to the UK to go and learn how to, how to take pictures. Can you imagine? She's a photographer or something like that. So she came to the UK to study how to take pictures. Then it was time to reward her father. Bokwari then nominated her as a minister, but she was rejected as a minister. Tifnumu became your president. Akpabiole became your Senate president. They skipped the parts. They said because she didn't do the NYSC, she no go serve. She was in London doing the pre. She know they serve like that. So she was here doing any. So when she got down there, they said, no, we can't let her be a minister if she doesn't serve as NYSC. So she returned back to London. Then opportunity presented itself again. The drug dealer, the druggie, heroin trafficker, Tifnumbu, was running for president. And she was back on the campaign trail, asking all of you to support Tifnumbu, support Tifnumbu, support Tifnumbu. Oh, Tifnumbu finally bought his way in, rigged himself in, submitted her name to compensate her father, the Musawas. Akpabiole didn't even bother to ask her about her NYSC, so they just made her a minister. She's a minister. Became a scandal because it's actually illegal. You must serve and all of that, except if you're above 80, above 30, when you graduate from any school. So then you don't have to serve except voluntarily if you just want to. She was younger. She didn't serve. But she wanted to be cleared. She got cleared. And some people raised the alarm like, how could that be? How could that be? This was her answer.
Message that's going to come out.
So you're a minister, yet you're a talent in the ministry also. But interestingly, there are a lot of people who thought that you are a powerful woman, politically speaking. By the virtue of the controversy around you and your NYSC, you shouldn't be in cabinet. How did you find your way to becoming a minister without an NYSC certificate in the first place?
Well, you say that, but I don't know what you have heard. There's been so many different accounts of that particular situation. The fact that I'm sat here should tell you that really nothing I didn't do anything wrong. I have not come out to set the record straight as to really what happened. The social media has just run rife with different accounts. The matter has been adjudicated, and one day I will come out with my own account, and the fact that I'm sat here should tell you.
Summarize it for us tonight in one sentence.
Well, I can tell
because you owe Nigerians that explanation.
I think what I can tell you is I've probably done more NYSC than yourself. I've done at least 2 years of NYSC in my life, but like I said, one day I will come out to give a proper account of what happened.
Is this something that someone vilified you, or what exactly is the true picture of things?
Perhaps.
Because you owe Nigerians that much. You cannot run away or shy away from telling Nigerians, because you are holding that office in trust. But there are 200 million more people that are fit for that office, but you are one out of those that are being appointed.
Yeah.
So you know Nigerians' explanation, Minister, don't you think?
I think what I owe Nigerians is to say that I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break the law. I didn't do anything wrong. And NYSC I did, and I finished. I've got my NYSC. And
only that you concluded when you were in office.
Well, maybe not. You know, that is not the proper account.
But
like
your certificate reads that you finished just when you were in office.
Is that what it says?
That's what your certificate said, as much as we know.
Well, I don't know
the
about...
NYSC's position at the time
I don't know about that.
Your date of conclusion coincides with when you were in office. And you are said to have attended to NYSC procedures while in office. Is that legally? You are a lawyer, so you know the implication of that.
I can assure you that nothing was done to break law or to break regulations. That is what I can say to you. Absolutely nothing. Everything that I did was in accordance with the law. And that is the situation, that is the position. And like I said, one day I will come out with an account of my own account of what happened to set the record straight. But as of now, I think it is important for me to focus on giving Nigerians the deliverables. The fact that I'm sat here and the fact that this matter was adjudicated in court should give Nigerians the satisfaction that, you know, I do deserve to, as any other Nigerian, to be given the opportunity to serve my country at this level.
You know, political burden to the president. Now the president is thinking about reshuffling his cabinet. You worry that you might not make the cut with all of the controversies and the issues around your office and your person?
You know, well, I don't think there's a controversy about my person, and I don't think there's a controversy about my office. I beg to differ. What I can tell you is I campaigned with the president, and I trust his judgment. What I know of the president is that he has a mission and a vision to make Nigeria better than what he met it. He is a man that is very courageous. I think as a leader, you have to take courageous decisions. In order for him to give Nigerians those deliverables, he needs a team of lieutenants to do that. And I think it is healthy in any democracy and for any administration for him to look at his cabinet and his lieutenants to see who are working in tandem with him to give those deliverables. And if anybody isn't, I think we have to trust his judgment. So I'm not worried because I know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the best interest of the nation, and whatever decision he will make in terms of the restructuring or otherwise of his cabinet is going to be in the best interest of delivering that mission and vision for Nigerians.
Ariana too. Chop your money and your time. Just last week, she got a $200 million loan from Afrexim Bank to promote art and culture. $200 million. They don't add them to your debt, by the way. Those other people, they cash out elsewhere. Art and culture. All of them we did fine art for school. If you see Musawa, go collect your own share. Tell them, say you be artist. Here you get, even myself, I be artist. Suppose scholar. You know, $200 million. That is what the Ministry of Art and Culture, the loan they collected, approved, collected from the Afrexim Bank last week, Thursday. Write it down. So if you're an artist, go collect your own share. So why won't she speak with an accent? Even me, if I see $100 million, you go no say I get accent. American, I be British, I be Scottish, anyone. And then you go there, my what accent what do you mean? Now I know see money, so I go still they sound like that Ijebu man. So don't blame me. If I see $100 million cash or $200 million cash, right? And it is coming from as a free money. We say nobody go even ask me how I spend them. You go see accent. You go to accent. Sure. Meanwhile, congratulations to all of us for Winners Chapolo. Our own bishop, Baba G.O. Tiwa Nekon, they have gotten approval to build their own airstrip in Canaan land. You get? He won't have to actually use his helicopter going to the airport anymore. So all this traffic that will be delaying the work of God, all this clogged up, what do you call it, airport and all of that, he will no longer have to do that. The work and the ministry continue to move forward. Congratulations to us. Before we proceed,
I'm sure you'll be glad to know that the federal government has approved an airstrip for Canaan land. We are walking in the center of God's plan. So I won't need to fly an helicopter to the airport. I can go from here to wherever I'm going. Amen. Members with their planes will have where to land and park. Amen. By being in the center of God's plan.
In the time of poverty like this, the economic principle of Yusuf is what everybody should apply in his own lives. Eat little, save more. You don't know what is happening. Kese la nri lowo, makasakasa timbo. A dollar was just 800 naira or thereabout a couple of months ago. Now a dollar is over 1,000 naira. How much will it go? Nobody knows. Tori to nse falafulu. Ogba salary ikilawa. Ìgbéraga week. Or gbéra rẹ̀ sanle láìpẹ́. Eat little and save more.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming when you won't need.
You won't need that. So you just say amen. You just say, I want to be in London. You just be in London. Amen. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. Answer now. Oh, sorry. I forgot that now they view me. But you are supposed to answer. Say, the Lord is good all the time. The Mugus never get smart. So as you scream and shouted there, amen. He even said that those members of our church that have their own aeroplane, they will also be able to have place to park their aeroplane when they come for service. So when I buy my plane, I do not have to go and fly to Lagos. I just fly to Ota. It's going to be a strip there. Is Lord not good? The Lord is good all the time. This sandpaper, Sir Femi Falana, he has responded to a very dark man. Again, he's not responding to Bobrisky. He's responded to very dark man. And according to him, he has never met or spoken to Bobrisky ever in his life. But he's very, very upset and angry that very dark man will make such statements which could cause harm to him and his personality. Now, the thing has been escalated. According to Femi Falana, sandpaper or Sandalili, or somebody will say, all these ones are in the name of Frosto Soto Bokeyamo. And that one they call Sandalili, sandpaper, senior advocate of New Sons. Anyway, Femi Falana said, some people are already threatening him that if he dare do the very dark man, they will kill his daughter and they will burn down his chamber. Esa, at this age, like it's obvious nobody is threatening you with anything. Abba, the young man says, sue me, sue him. Why would you even sue him? All this now you did threaten to sue somebody because of their free speech, the right to free speech. You have like free speech is criminalized. We are trying to decriminalize free speech, blah 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 blah. You are not even like whenever he speaks about Bobrisky, he speaks about Bobrisky like in absentia. Like Bobrisky didn't really do anything. The person that did something to us, he is a very dark man. What he said about us, what he said in that video, what Esa, this cho. If you want to sue, it won't roll she by roll and passa.
Said on May 4 this year, this guy called me from the correctional center and he asked him, are you calling through the superintendent of prisons? Say no. Say, please, I'm trying to raise 3 million naira so that I can be placed in a special part of the prison, as in the VIP section. Man said, please stop calling me. And if you are going to call me next time, do it through the proper channel, or if you are going to write a letter, let it be endorsed. I had to ask him, right? I mean, what gave you that idea about that? You were regularly detained in a prison, so I should be familiar with the laws and regulations. So I know under the law, you can't communicate with anybody outside the prison without going through the official, channel. And if you're going to send a letter, it must be endorsed. So I was being careful. And I advised him, I know you appeal to other people, but that was it. And that was the last time my son spoke to him. It had nothing to do with pardon. Right? Because my son knows that we do not charge for pardon. So he couldn't have been discussing or negotiating. And my son has never negotiated our fees with anybody. On the contrary, he sends people here, right, for us to handle their matters pro bono. The only disturbing area in this scenario is the threat to me and one of my 2 daughters. Some of these guys, who I believe are mentally deranged, dared me. If you go to court, we shall burn your office. They have also sent messages to one of my daughters that if your father goes to court, we shall kill you. I beg your pardon, in this country. I just laughed and I asked my girl, don't worry, I will take it up. I've already taken that up. Because we must also let these guys know where we are coming from.
Do you see how àgbàlagbà bó ṣe ń sinwin? In Yoruba land, if you look at somebody like that, say, my tin sinwin. When you begin to create some imaginary things, right? And then you started believing what you are kind of creating. So according to him, he said, some people have threatened his daughter that if it takes very dark man to court, they will kill one of his daughters. Abba. Hey? They will burn down his office. Abba. If you see people who are like a behavioral therapist, they can easily tell you that it is either this person is suffering from personality disorder, properly. Like Mr. Fala not in singing. No apology. Maybe you go see my own video too. And then the only way they will prove to us that we put in singing is when we would have to go and carry out psychological tests on him too. And that's laugh. That kind of laugh is what you get to see from somebody who is like a sociopath or There is other name they give to people like that. You know, his entire narrative is a total joke that some of you have heard a lot about Femi Falana. Femi Falana. You see, when you sat as you are seated there, right, and you are watching him on your screen, you are just shaking your head like, man. Most of the things that you actually, this is not the Femi Falana you probably grew up knowing. And I understand how some of you are doing everything to transfer this your confusion, which has now turned to anger. You are transferring that onto very dark man. If Femi Falana says, some people said, number one, he recreated what really transpired between Bobrisky